This video is made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey Tech, this is Shiipty and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new. If you are new, hi, my name is Alyssa, also known as Shiipty. I create Sims 4 content, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. Now I know I already had a video go up on the channel regarding the new EP, but I just didn't like the way that the video was done, and so I wanted to come back and redo it and also just give a little bit of a more expanded view perspective of this new career, as well as the Apothecary skill. And so we're going to start this new little mini series, like a very small mini series here on the channel, where we go and explore the new Apothecary skill. Now within my last video, I know that I had a giveaway going on, and so if you commented on that video and you entered in the giveaway there, you do not have to resubmit here. I will go ahead and keep your entry that way because, again, this was my fault. But if you haven't entered yet and you would like a chance to enter the giveaway, please check the description where I have all the instructions on how to participate in the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature giveaway. So we are here with my sim, Janessa McKnight, and she is going to be our apothecary. Now, I have already gotten her pretty much started on a somewhat foundation, as in we already have a home that we are living in. This house is absolutely stunning, wouldn't you agree? This house was created by Simmery. You can find it on the gallery. I will have all the information pop up on the screen here, as well as a link to the speed build in Simmery's channel if you guys want to check the behind the scenes process of this build. Now, coming back to Janessa, there is a possibility I might call her Jalissa because I have been doing that by accident. I've had to re-record this like twice because I keep calling her Jalissa. Janessa is the owner of a small business called Elixirs and Fixers. Yes, I did come up with that cheesy nickname. But if we take a look at this home inside here, Simmery actually made it possible to where if you have businesses and hobbies, you can kind of run a small business out of the front side of your home, which I find very interesting. And it kind of inspired me to come in here and want to redo my entire video. But as you guys can see here, we have the shop entry moment here, and then off to the side we have our little workstation, and then the rest of the home is considered residential, so that way you can still run your shop and still live here, and I'm really excited to explore that feature. Janice is also enrolled in the new career that we got. This is an active career, so you're able to work from home, go to work, and you can actually also have patients come to your home and you can treat them. It's kind of like the doctor career, but an apothecary. And then coming into our Simology panel, we now have balance and imbalance as well as luck. And so it says here that Janessa is sure she can feel good luck shining brightly on her today, and Janessa has stayed in a good mood lately and is currently feeling balanced. Now Janessa's traits are mystical, generous, loves the outdoors, and these other ones are from mods, so we can ignore those. And her aspiration is the elixir enthusiast, which is pretty straightforward. It's a 3-tier aspiration, so I'm thinking that we might complete this pretty quickly. My goal for this mini series is really just to complete the aspiration as well as advance pretty high in the career, if not complete it. But I'm really excited to get started on things with you guys. So the first thing I wanted to do was actually have Janessa come over here and shop for some items. So this is a little gardening shop that's here in this area, and I find it very useful. It's very nice to have this right around the corner, especially considering you're going to need some of these later down the road. I believe it's for the aspiration. It might be the career, I'm not sure. But I'm going to have her come over here and grab these. Now, it does say that she has 49,000 simoleons. We are going to be cheating that and taking that back down because I want to actually have her try to earn money through this career as well as the new skill. And so we're just going to remove that once I get her to purchase some stuff out of here. So these are some of the new fancy plants that we get. We have the Aura Blossom Seed, which I'm going to grab one of those. And then we also have the Lightning Rod Seed. Out of the 3, the Moody Shrub Seed is probably my favorite. It's very pretty. And I can't wait to show you guys. Now, another thing I want to plant are some herbs. So I'm going to have her actually grab some starter herbs as well. And I think we might also grab some tabletop plant herbs just so we can have those in the house. And I'll grab some more pots as well. Let me grab like 2 of these each. And then this comes out to like 1700, which is not bad. So now that I've gotten what I've needed, we are going to go ahead and take our simoleons down. Oh my gosh, this hurts me deeply because I'm not ready to struggle if that's what's going to happen to her. But 1,000 simoleons it is. We are right back to where we need to be. I did also want to mention, I know a lot of you guys have been here on the channel with me, and you all know that we do a lot of storytelling here. That's usually my ball game, but I am not going to be storytelling with Janessa because I'm simply here just to explore the career and the new skill. And so if you're looking for storytelling, I'm sorry, this is going to be more so like a gameplay experience, but hopefully if you do stick around and watch this, hopefully you enjoy it. So we're gonna put all our little fancy plants over here, like the new lightning root seed, as well as the aura blossom and the moody shrub. And then all of our other ones, we are just going to plop them down in here. Now I accidentally opened up every single one of them. I think some of them are supposed to be meant for tabletop, so hopefully I don't get rid of any of those, but we shall see. I'm just gonna fill these up completely. And then over here, I think I'll plant my basil and maybe like a few more of these. All right, so now that I have all of our plants laid out, I'm going to go ahead and get Jalissa to change into her outfit. She has this really cute hot weather outfit, and I absolutely love it. It's adorable, and I think it's from the Elder kit that we got, the Golden Years kit, I want to say, but it's just such a cute little gardening fit that you can wear when you're outside working, and it's giving me a pop-up that says, does she like gardening? I mean, of course she does. She's going to be an apothecary. She needs to like gardening so she can actually supply herself with some of these ingredients. But we are just going to finish up here and get everything planted. I am really excited to explore this with you guys personally, just because I really love the anime Apothecary Diaries. I know, I'm sorry. That's the whole reason I'm here. Also, you know, because of the build, right? The build inspired me, so I came back and had to redo this, but I'm really excited to play this with you all. I also wanted to mention that I have recently been playing around with my graphics, and so if things look a little different in this recording, I hope that you like them. I am also working on my microphone, so it might sound a little different than usual, but hopefully not terrible. So it seems as though while Janessa was gardening, she was able to find some simoleons, and I'm just taken back because we were at 1,000 simoleons and now we have like 2,838, which is insane. We have so many more, but we are all done planting our plants. And so now I'm going to have her come over here and start watering them. That way we can get them going. I'm really excited for you guys to see the moody plant because I think we planted it here, right? Yeah, the moody shrub. I'm really excited for you guys to see this because it is absolutely stunning. So I thought I already had it in summer, but I completely forgot that my game crashed after I did the little introduction. And so I changed it to summer here. I can't remember if it went through the first time around, but yeah, we fixed it. So it's now summer, which our plants can thrive in this season and really do their best. But yes, we are just about done watering them. And so the next thing I want to show you guys is the foraging option. Now you do have to unlock level 2 of the apothecary skill, but don't worry, we're going to get that done. And the best way that I know how, there's multiple ways to get your apothecary skill started and multiple ways for you to grow it. But the best way that I have in personal experience is by reading a book. There's also the mentor system that you can use. I can't remember if that's locked to businesses and hobbies. I have to go and check. If I remember to check, I'll pop it up on the screen here. But you can also look on the computer, and I want to say you can just study the table and that'll get it to grow, but that's a very long process, so I'm not doing that today. But if we click here, we can purchase our books. We can then click this little drop down menu here and go to skill, and then you will see all of your apothecary books right here. Now I am going to go ahead and purchase all of them because we got lucky apparently and found all that money on the ground, and so we can afford these. But now that Janessa has purchased her books, we are going to get started by reading the first one, which is called A Spoonful of Sugar, and it's by M. Poppins, if you wouldn't have guessed. But I'm going to have her come in here and grab that book. Now this should increase our apothecary skill pretty quickly. Again, this is the one that I feel like works the best, but that's just personal experience, so maybe you find a better way. If you do, let me know down below because we're going to be here for a little bit. I want to get her apothecary skill maxed out. I don't know if it's level 5 max or level 10 max. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, I'm gonna have her read for a little bit and I'll check back in with you guys shortly. Janessa has officially reached apothecary level 2, and it says through mudding, mixing, and mashing, Janessa can now forage for apothecary ingredients and craft cures for the following following elements. We have the sonic sinuses, greeny meanie, luck magnet, emotional void, and gnome lure. The apothecary study set decoration is available for purchase in build mode. Okay, cool. So now we can actually go ahead and get started with our apothecary things. But we are going to click here, and I'm going to have her actually forage for apothecary ingredients. You don't always have to forage. You can go to shop stalls and buy them. There's actually Todd. He sells them right down the road. Or like I said, you can grow your own, and you can also harvest them by going to certain locations. But now that she's foraged for some ingredients, let me see if she actually got anything, because sometimes she doesn't. Oh, she got some acorns. Oh, what do they look like? I bet they're so cute. Let's see if we can plop them on the ground and take a look. So guys, this is what the bowl of acorns looks like, and it's actually really cute. I could see myself throwing these out as like decor or something for like fall, but they're still really adorable. Look at them. Now I want to see if we can get something else. I'm going to try to forage for some more ingredients. I also wanted to mention too that it's very important on where you click on the ground, because my dumb self, when I did this earlier, I was clicking and I was like, why is this grayed out? And I didn't read it. But if you look, because reading is very important, guys, make sure you always read. Cannot forage on this ground. Try grass, dirt, or sand, which I mean, makes sense, right? But apparently I didn't see that. So yeah, don't be like me. Make sure you read. But we have actually completed one of our little aspiration goals, which was forage for the apothecary ingredients 3 times. So yay for us. But now we're going to run inside, and we are going to try and craft some of the new elixirs and cures. So let's see if we actually have the ingredients to do so. Ooh, we can create actually one thing here, which is the sonic sinuses cure. And so I'm going to get Janessa to run inside and make that really quickly. We do actually have to give 3 cures or elixirs to 3 sims, and then we also have to craft 2 items at the apothecary table. So yeah, we're gonna have to get some more ingredients, because that's only one thing. Like, I might be able to make one more dose of what we're crafting now, the little sonic sinus cure. So we'll have to see. But here she goes. She's starting her mashing and mixing. I will say, whenever we get a new workstation, I get very excited. I absolutely love the workstations, because I like having a designated area for my sims to work on their careers, businesses, or hobbies. Not to throw businesses and hobbies. That was an accident, but you know, it's really cute. But yeah, she's just gonna finish mixing and mashing over here, and once she's done with that, I will check back with you guys shortly. So unfortunately, Janessa did not have any more ingredients to craft anything, and so I have her running down the street to go check out Todd, the apothecary stall. And he sells a lot of things. Pretty sure they'll be able to become useful for us, because we should be able to create more cures and elixirs by visiting his shop. But yeah, this is Todd's stall, and when you click it, you can actually sell your own elixirs too. We can haggle and also shop for apothecary items. Now, I think that I will wait to haggle Todd, because I do want to use him for the mentorship, and I don't want to build a bad foundation. But over here you can actually buy your books as well as some emotions. We have the bored emotion potion, the confident emotion potion, and then we have some impulse cures here, as well as some other emotions that you can grab. Oh my gosh, guys, it's a small critter bone. Yep, those are bones. Best not to think about where they came from. No. Well, I'm going to grab them anyway, because I think that we should be able to do something with them here at the table. But I am going to introduce myself to Todd, because again, we really want to be on good terms with Todd, because Todd can benefit us tremendously. And so Janessa is like, oh, hi, I just moved here. Todd says, hello, nice to meet you. So Todd actually agreed to mentor us for a little bit here, and I am taking full advantage of this. I am going to see if Todd can teach us a little bit about the apothecary skill, and hopefully it grows really fast. As you guys can see here, I mean, it's moving pretty quickly. We're already like 69%, and it grows within seconds. So I believe we could at least get like level 3 or level 4 or something. So I'm gonna let her sit over here and get some mentoring, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, so we are back here with Janessa, and before we head out, we are just in the kitchen taking care of some of those needs, grabbing us a bite to eat really quickly, and then for the day, I have planned, oh my gosh, not the bowl from last night still being here. That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. It's just been so hectic for Janessa. She forgets to clean her bowls. But for the agenda today, I wanted to venture out into another world and have her go hunt for some ingredients and forage around. And I think also today should be the first day. Oh my gosh, guys. I never applied for the career. Listen, after my game crashed, I think I just assumed that some of the things still stuck and I couldn't remember what I did and what I didn't do. So, I guess today we're gonna apply for the new career. So let's actually have her go to the phone. We're gonna go to businesses, find a job. Once your phone opens up, you will be able to locate the career here at the top. It is an active career, so you're able to work from home, go to work, and also you can have some patients come to your home and be treated that way. And so we're gonna go ahead and accept this. And with that, we are now enrolled in the new career finally. But it says that it wants us to research natural living on the computer. And so after she finishes with this cleanup, we'll come over here to our laptop. I think she might have one. If not, we'll definitely have to buy one. Yeah, no, it's just the little press book here. But now that we have our laptop, what you're going to do is click the laptop. You are going to search around until you find web. Once you click web, you should actually see more choices. Click that, and then you should see research here at the bottom. So I'm going to click research, and with that, we are able to open and do a ton of different things. But for today, we really just need to research natural living. And so I'm going to have Janessa do exactly that and come in here and just look up some things about natural living. And the good thing about this is hopefully it'll help us level up our skill and we should be able to like nap outside and do other things. So that was a pretty easy task. I mean, that was we completed that rather quickly. So I guess now what I want to do is be able to travel to another world and grab some of those items. But before we do, we're going to come outside and check on our plants today. It looks like a lot of them are thriving. So I just want her to see if there's any options for any of them. It doesn't seem like we can do much, but like uproot them. We can't talk to the plants yet or anything. I feel like if you had the plant lover, maybe you could do a little bit more. I can't remember what that does, but we can actually harvest some of these. And so I'm actually going to have her come out and harvest all the ones that are available to harvest. And with that, you know, at least we'll have some more inventory for our ingredients. Nessa finished harvesting all of her crops, and I decided it would be okay for us to go ahead and travel to Everdo. And so we are up here and we are just going to explore and get us some harvestables from this area. It is absolutely stunning here. It's very magical looking and just absolutely beautiful. And I mean, I expect it to be because this is where the fairies hang out. But we already have, I believe that it's a mystical fairy. Yes. So let's have a funny introduction. And then after we do that, I'm going to have Janessa come over here and harvest one of my new favorite plants. And so the plant that we are going to be harvesting is this one right here. And our little moody shrub from back home is going to grow and blossom into what you guys are seeing right here. It is absolutely beautiful. I love all the colors. I love the sparkles. It looks very magical, and I'm very excited for us to have one of our own back home. But I'm going to come over here and collect some bottled energy from this shrub. The little animation of how you collect it is pretty cute too, and so I like that they're able to do something different when it comes to collecting, because the same collecting motions get kind of boring. So I'm glad that the sim doesn't just walk up and like snatch it away. But you guys are going to see here that my sim will get down on her knee or just kind of crouch down and start collecting some of that, I guess, what is this called? Emotion. Bottled emotion. Bottled up emotion. But now that we've done that, we are also gonna come over this way, and over here we will see the lightning root, and this is the other item that we have back at home. But again, we are just here to collect, and so I'm gonna collect from the lightning root as well. I love how Janessa just wants to be involved in all the conversations and is trying to make all the friends. But here we go, we are just gonna collect some more, and the process of collecting, oh my gosh, I was not expecting that, because listen guys, the first time I did this, look at Janessa. As you all can tell by the thumbnail, I've done this successfully. But the first time I did this, there was no reaction. And I was actually a little disappointed. I was like, why did nothing happen when my sim tried to collect from the lightning root? Well, guess what? Something does happen. You raise the chance of being shot. And so we have here, seriously fried. That was a close call. I really shouldn't mess with electricity for a while. Well, that's enough to scare me away. I am definitely going to leave that alone for the day because I don't want anything to happen to Janessa. And because we do have luck, I feel like it does actually play a part in this. It says Janessa has ordinary luck on an ordinary day. Not much else to say. Listen, Janessa is looking a little toasty. She's got a little bit of smoke coming off her chest there. Poor girl. She's probably feeling really, really weird right now. But since we weren't really able to collect the lightning rod successfully, I am actually gonna have her come over here to this water area, which is absolutely breathtaking. Like, do you guys see how magical and beautiful this looks? It's stunning. It's something out of this world. Literally, it's not what you would see in an everyday normal world. And so Janessa will probably appreciate coming over here and being able to relax in these beautiful waters. Now, once you approach this area, when you click the water out further, you can see that you can bask in emotions, ask to change emotional state, ask Moondrop Springs how it's feeling, and Bottle Springs emotion. And your sim will automatically change into their swimsuit and hop on in the water. And it seems like a very popular place for the plant sims. I'm really curious about that, but hopefully I can find out more information. But we asked the water how it's feeling, and it says, I'm feeling energized. I feel like this happens every week. I start Monday so tense, and then I realize I should be hyped. So many places to go, people to see. If only I was a sim and not a body of water, you know? And it says, when the Moondrop Springs is energized, sims can bottle energized emotion potions. And so we're able to collect energized emotions. So let's go ahead and bottle Springs emotions. Now, I wonder if we get different moods. Like, does the water feel flirty some days? Does it change? Like, what's that about? I can't take her seriously right now. But yeah, I'm just curious if you're able to collect other things, but we can bask in emotions. Maybe if we bask, it might help us with the little bit of shock that we received from the lightning rod plant. Cause poor Janessa. I just feel like I'm on some like fantasy getaway or something. It's very pretty. I can't say that enough. It's so beautiful here. And just to see her relaxing here in these waters and floating and, you know, the little bit of smoke we have coming off of us. I just feel like she needed this, you know? I feel like we needed to come over here and just unwind a bit because that lightning rod plant really did a number on us. So I don't know if it was the fact that we relaxed in the water or it was the fact that the time ran out on the moodlet, but she's not feeling electrocuted anymore. But we do have overwhelmed with emotions. It says sometimes the intense and primal emotions of the Moondrop Springs can leave a sim a little loopy. So we went from feeling shocked to just feeling loopy from overdose of emotions, but she's feeling good nonetheless. Happy is taking the forefront of her mind, and so that makes me feel really good. But we have this crafting table here, which is really convenient, and so I'm gonna have her come over here and craft some potions. And so I think the one that I want to craft is possibly let's do a happy. We'll do a happy emotion. And with that, I think that we should have we already have enough to give out. So after she finishes making this, we will make our rounds and give out some of these potions because we still have to complete these. We have to give 3 cures or elixirs to 3 other sims and also craft 2 items at the apothecary table. So after I complete this, it'll check off this portion of the aspiration, and then hopefully we can find some sims to give some elixirs and potions to. So Janessa just finished crafting at the table, and after reading this again, I just realized that giving a potion is not going to count because it says cure or elixir. So let's try to give one. Oh my gosh, we have a fairy. Look at the way they come in. I can't get over this. I'm still not over this. But this is, who is that? Oh, Auburn. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to click Karen, and that actually fixed our relationship pretty quickly. Let's see if we can go and do apothecary, and let's give an elixir. We only have 1, so we have to create some more, but we're going to give the sonic sinuses cure to Karen. Now, when I did this before, the sims did still get mad, so it looks like Karen got a little upset with us, but Karen took it and it didn't really affect our relationship too bad. It actually went up even more, and I do believe we got a sentiment from it. So yeah, it says healing helper. Care feels overwhelmed with gratitude for Janessa's support in healing her. Okay, well, I mean, can we explain the reaction? Maybe it's because there's nothing wrong with them and they get a little upset. But yeah, Karen's feeling tense, but I don't know if that's from the fairy or if it's the fact that I gave Karen the elixir. But guys, if you thought this place was beautiful during the day, can you take it in at night? It is absolutely beautiful. I can't. I love it here. And look at the lightning plant just star of the show for shocking Janessa, but still looking just as beautiful. But guys, with all that being said, I am going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to become a tugboat, as well as entering the giveaway if you are interested in possibly winning a free copy of The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. But yes, guys, thank you so much again for checking in. Be on the lookout for part 2. I love you guys, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye, everyone.